Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis. I hope you're all safe and well. I'd like to say at the outset, thank you very much for joining me for another unboxing video. I really do enjoy doing these as well. So yeah, thank you for joining me and indulging me in my thoughts. So first out of the gate today is a little gem that I ran across. It's a jazz fusion album by Milt Jackson, and it's called Sunflower. What an album cover. I've got to say, you could give me a whole lifetime to think of an album cover and I wouldn't have chosen this one. I mean, I love it. I just don't have the creativity to have thought, yeah, put down an album cover, a group of ostriches. Yeah, works for me. I've got no complaints. So yeah, this is a lovely packaging once again by Pure Pleasure. You guys have heard me go on about them like time and time again. They just seem to have the back catalogue and the packaging and yeah, everything what goes along with them. It just ticks my boxes. So as I said on other videos, it's until they do me wrong, which I don't hope and I don't encourage, I'm going to continue to buy from them because they really just everything I want in a repress. They're being able to provide me with that. Fair prices for really good production values on their part. So listen to the mad lineup of musicians on this album. Herbie Hancock, Freddie Hubbard, Ron Carter and Billy Cobham, all in the same band on the same album. That's extraordinary. Let me show you the reverse side. Yeah, I don't think the whole album's going to be good, but certainly at least half of it will be from my initial hearing of it. Yeah, that's just a powerhouse group. So yeah, I truly believe that the highs are going to be certainly highs, and the misses, or yeah, the misses will be like, yeah, but I can live with that. Great packaging all round. So the vinyl itself, let's just, as we know with Pure Pleasure, they do a lovely job, and oh yeah, should show you this. Yeah, standard white inner sleeve, but it's just done lovely, no complaints. The vinyl itself, the weight is really nice. It's got the CTI imprint there. So yeah, everything that I could possibly want. Really loving that. A slight kink, nothing I'm gonna worry about. The weight's nice. Yep. That's a real good purchase. I'm really happy with that all round. So Pure Pleasure, once again, you done right by me. The second album today is a Brazilian album, and it straddles the line of kind of a bit of jazz fusion elements, along with it's got a more poppier side as well. But the guy's individuality just rings out for me. And this is a gentleman by the name of Wilson das Neves, Neves, and the album's called Som Quenta e o Das. Oh, sorry for butchering that in Portuguese. I do apologize. Meant no offense. Yeah, I took a punt on it. So here is the album cover. Let's see if I can find out when it was originally released. No, I can't see it on here. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I like the album cover. I liked a lot of the renditions on here. There's a rendition of California Soul, which just absolutely blew me away. Zazuera, nice version. Soulful Strut, nice version. And I think the other tune was Jornada. I think that's the one what really just tipped me over the edge and just like, wow, there's like 4 or 5 great tracks on there. You got to have that. In buying this particular album, I got it for, in the scheme of things, like it was almost a giveaway. I'm not saying it didn't cost, it was free, because it wasn't, but it was so cheap, and I think it was just a case of anybody who wanted it has already bought it, and then it was just hanging around for years. So me showing an interest in it, probably I took the last copy and I was going, whew, we got rid of all of those now. Yes, the the tracks themselves, as I said, yeah, there's some lively moments on here. I believe the actual title here is something like Designs along the, I don't know, design plan, or the, whatever. This particular pressing is a 45 RPM as well, which is really nice. I just took a whiz through, and yeah, the pressing is lovely. The good, really good sound reproduction, got it at a really good price. So I will come to talk about this album in a later review at some stage. But yeah, super happy with this one. But let me show you the vinyl. There you go. Nice little inner sleeve. Yeah, okay. The vinyl's dirty. Let's just state that immediately. Flat. It's got a really nice weight to it. No complaints whatsoever. It's on the Audio Clarity label. So well done to you guys, because yeah, you've done a really nice job here for the price compared to something which has just been released in the last 6 months. It'd be like double the price of what I paid for it. So I am really super happy with that. The third album today is by a band called Ambience, and a few episodes ago I had another album by this particular group stroke band. I think they're definitely coming out of Africa, whether it's Nigeria or it's South Africa. I'm not entirely sure. I have to do some more reading on them, but they do that certain thing which just really just gets me excited. And yeah, the previous album I bought was more on the jazz fusion side. And this album is entitled Drift Up to Space. This particular one is more kind of like the two ladies in question here. They're singing a lot of harmony kind of tunes, but they've all got that kind of space vibe. So it's like a bit of doo 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 going on, and they'd be doing their harmonizing. I like that in an album. I don't like all my albums to be that way, but it's like there is a part of me which really gets a real sense of joy from that sound, and these ladies have pulled it off, and it's like, wow, you guys got some range. What I've heard of your jazz side was good enough, and now you're giving me some kind of like space jazzy funky fusion. It's like, wow. So yeah, super pumped about this album. Yeah, it was released recently, as far as I know, and it's a 2020 release. So have a look out for this one. For me, it fits right into my wheelhouse of the broad sounds, in my collection, the kind of sounds that I want to be pursuing, and this one definitely fits the bill. So it's put a smile on my face. Even thinking about it just makes me chuckle, because it's like doo-doo-doo, and there'd be like harmonies in the background. Yeah, I can't wait. So yeah, this is the reverse side. Yeah, some cool things going on here. So yeah, I like to broaden my horizons, see what's out there. So the vinyl itself, okay, I should show you the inner sleeve. Really nice, no complaints about that. Okay, vinyl itself is flat. I do like the label itself, that's real nice. I will comment that the vinyl weight isn't quite what my bottom lip is going to be dropping slightly. They could have done better. It's not embarrassing. Okay, it's not the greatest. I would have appreciated a bit more weight there, but knowing what I know in terms of the content of this, I'm going to probably override my feelings. But you could have done a bit better, in all honesty. You could have, and you should have, for the money. But inner peace, channel, try not to get too angry. It just could have been better. It could have been. Right, so the fourth album today, in my pursuit recently of Scandinavian jazz material, Yeah, I ran across a set of albums, and they were kind of like some of them are single artist albums, some of them are combination albums, some of them are compilation albums, and they come under the name of Jazz Lissa. So maybe that's a huge publishing house in Scandinavia for jazz records. But I came across this particular album, and it blew me away. It's a 1976, 1977 of recordings, but here we go. So it's two tracks by by a band called Pori Big Band, and the other half of the album is the Tapiola Big Band, and they provide two tracks as well. I really, this album, what I heard of it, just, I'm normally not a big band type of person, but I make an exception when I hear audio gold, and I heard it in this particular case. It really did blow me away, so well done to all those involved. Yeah, like the packaging. I'll show you the reverse side. The album itself was the going rate for albums at this moment in time. But yeah, I like the whole packaging. I've liked the whole experience of. Oh yeah, one of the things it came with is this inner card. So a bit of information about the series of jazz albums under this Scandinavian imprint, and some details about the bands themselves. Lovely bit of card, and I think that's a real testimony to how good the actual imprint is. Because yeah, some of the albums that I've shown you recently, they come in like, you know, the vinyl will come in a pouch, a card, in a sleeve kind of thing. And as much as that's really nice, and that, I'd rather it be in a different and better inner sleeve, and then just make a separate card as we just saw then with some of the band images and details. That's the way forward. Yeah, they've done it lovely. So the inner sleeve, in doing all those praises, it's come back to bite me, because they've provided this album in a paper sleeve, and I'm going to forgive them because everything else was super, like, really nicely put together. So bit of detritus on the vinyl itself, but I'm going to look beyond that. The vinyl itself is nice and flat. The weight, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's yeah, I'm not going to cry about it. Of course, I'm always going to want it heavier, but there's nothing wrong with that. So that's the label itself. Yeah, I really am enjoying. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. That's another good purchase. I'm really pleased with my record purchasing powers recently. I think I've done really well, and the yeah, that's for reasonable money. It's a case of finding that particular album, which is probably the difficulty. So the last album today is by Kenny Burrell. I can't tell you the actual year date of release because it's a gatefold cover, and it's an album called God Bless the Child. I can't even tell you who else is on it, but that's the cover. Super looking cover. It's on the CTI once again. What I can remember of this album, it was definitely a broad, well, it was definitely painting a scene. It definitely had a theme to this album, and I think it was more, it wasn't going to be a romantic thing. I mean, hence the cover's pretty much like this. This is a really kind of stark image, and I think the music itself is along those lines. So yeah, what I did hear of this album, and what I can remember, I know I'm in for an absolute treat. I'm not sure if it's a, you know, if it's a 6-track album, whether all 6 tracks are like worthy of merit, but certainly it's definitely got some highlights on there which blew me away. Hence why it's in my hands at this moment. So yeah, that's along the kind of jazzy side of things. So yeah, it being pure pleasure. The packaging once again is really nice, can't complain. Let's have a look at the vinyl. Super clean, the weight's nice. Let's show you the label. Yeah, real nice. No complaints there at all. Really enjoyable experience buying this one. That just reminds me, I'm going to have to buy some more of those specific gatefold outer sleeves. I seem to have loads of gatefolds at this moment, so I'll have to get some more. Yeah, those were the, well, 5 new albums to my collection. Hopefully some of those will get reviewed shortly. So thank you for joining me and listening to my incoherent, probably ramblings about new purchases. I really enjoyed talking about them. If you do have any thoughts, please feel free to comment down below. If you found the episode mildly amusing, mildly informative, please consider liking, subscribing and sharing, and of course commenting down below. Yeah, once again, thank you for joining me. So until the next episode, please look after yourselves. Take care. Bye bye.